My name is Lori Deppies. I'm the County Manager for Frederick County Government, and I'm pleased to bring you information today regarding Frederick County's transition to charter government. So what is a charter? A charter is simply a document that spells out the authority and structure of a local government. It's a local constitution for the county. What were the steps that Frederick County took to become a charter county? A charter board was appointed by the Board of County Commissioners. The charter board drafted the charter that was presented to the voters in November of 2012 in the regular election. The voters approved the charter by a simple majority. The charter was approved by the voters by a vote of 63% to 37% with a voter turnout of 79%. What's included in this charter? The charter sets about the authority and functions of the elected officials, our county executive and our county council. It discusses elected and appointed positions, the appointed positions being our new Chief Administrative Officer and our Finance Director. It sets the term limits for our elected officials. It discusses the districts and the at-large election of our County Council. It discusses the referendum procedures. It sets compensation amounts for our elected officials. It outlines our budget process and our process for passing local laws. The legislative branch of our government will be referred to as the County Council. The County Council will be a 7-member body with 5 elected by district and 2 elected at large. To be qualified for a council seat, they must be a U.S. citizen, a resident and registered voter of the county for at least 1 year prior to the election. They will serve a 4-year term and can serve no more than 3 consecutive terms. The salary of the council member is $22,500. The vacancies in the County Council will be filled by appointment within 45 days by the Council. The Council will meet in legislative session 45 days per year. However, the Council can meet in non-legislative sessions as needed. Bills can be introduced by any council member, and each bill, unless it's rejected by 5 County Council members, receives a public hearing, with the hearing advertised in advance. After the public hearing, the Council may enact the bill into law. If a bill is amended and the amendment is substantive, the bill requires a new public hearing before it can be enacted into law. Our county executive can approve or veto a bill within 10 days of its passage. Otherwise, the bill takes effect. If a bill is vetoed, the council can override the veto with an affirmative vote of 5 members. Most bills will take effect 60 calendar days after enactment. Voters can petition most bills to referendum, where the voters decide whether a bill becomes law or not. The petition must be signed by 7% of the voters and submitted to the Council no later than 59 days after the bill is enacted. The executive branch of our government will be referred to as our county executive. The executive is the chief executive officer of the county who will direct, oversee, and supervise the administration of all executive departments, agencies, and offices. To qualify for county executive, they must be a U.S. citizen and a resident and registered voter of the county for at least 2 years prior to the election. They will serve a 4-year term and can serve no more than 2 consecutive terms. Their salary is set at $95,000, and any vacancy in the office of the county executive will be filled by appointment within 45 days by the council. Once each term, the county executive will evaluate the structure and functions of the government and report their findings to the council. The annual budget process is set about in the charter as well. The county executive is going to hold 2 public hearings during the preparation of the proposed budget. One will be held in December for proposals to be included in the budget, and the second will be held in March to receive public comment on the budget requested. After the proposed budget is submitted to the council no later than April 15th, the council holds at least 1 public hearing on the document. The county council may reduce or delete items in the proposed budget, but the council may not add items to it or increase any proposed expenditure. The exception to this is the Board of Education funding. The County Council can restore funding up to the requested amount by the Board of Education, however, it cannot exceed it. The Council adopts the budget by ordinance by May 25th, or the proposed budget becomes law. The budget is required to be balanced so that the proposed revenues equal the proposed expenditures. There is a charter amendment process also spoken to in the document. The amendment process is established under state law and requires the voters to approve and adopt any proposed amendment or the proposed amendment fails. The amendment can be placed on the ballot by the County Council or through a citizen initiative by collecting 10,000 verified signatures of registered voters. The charter can be reviewed at any time, but the first scheduled review occurs in 2018 and at least every 10 years thereafter by a commission that's appointed by the Council. The charter document also addresses planning and zoning and land use decisions. The laws that have been established by the policies and procedures by which land use decisions have been made in the county will continue to control those land use decisions after the adoption of the charter until this requirement in the charter is amended by the voters. Most provisions of the charter will take effect on December 1st of 2014 when our First County Executive and the members of the First County Council take office following their election in November of 2014. And now I'd like to discuss some frequently asked questions regarding charter government. How will county boards and commissions operate and function? They will pretty much remain the same and intact. The county executive will make appointments to the boards and commissions with a vote for advice and consent from the county council. How will the president of the county council be appointed? The president and vice president of the county council are the only officers listed in the charter. They will be elected by a majority vote of the county council members to their posts after they are sworn into office on December 1st. At the first scheduled meeting in December, the charter allows for the selection of other officers as needed. How transparent will the new form of government be? The Maryland Open Meetings Act and the Maryland Public Information Act still apply to the county council. They will also be responsible under the County Ethics Ordinance and the County Ethics Commission. What are the limitations on outside employment? There are no limitations on the county council members. The county executive is to be a full-time position with the county and cannot have a private occupation for income. How will Developer Rights and Responsibility Agreements, the DRRAs, proceed? Under the charter, land use will remain virtually unchanged from the way the county operates under the commissioner form of government now. There will still be a requirement for a DRRA to receive a finding of consistency with the county's comprehensive plan by the Planning Commission, then approval by the County Council. The local governing authority will have to be established on where the DRRA application begins. Who will county employees report to? County employees, with the few support staff for the County Council, will all be executive branch employees and therefore fall under the direction of the county executive. Can a county executive veto their own budget, and if so, what is the process then to adopt the budget? The answer is no. The budget actions taken by the council are final on the budget. If the council fails to adopt the executive's presented budget by May 25th, the proposed budget stands as approved. Can county council member direct county employees on assignments or projects? No. This is termed the non-interference clause in the charter. Neither the council nor any of its members can appoint, dismiss, or give direction to any individual employee of the executive branch of government. Thank you for joining us on this special presentation on charter government. We hope this better prepares you for the upcoming changes to Frederick County government.